Hello everybody and welcome back. We lost another person to police brutality this week. This probably isn't a huge surprise to a lot of people that have been keeping up with the shootings, the murders of people of color, specifically black people, in recent years, this year especially, but I feel like a lot of us, we've reached like the end of our reaction to this. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm tired of people getting killed, but I'm also tired of like this constantly happening and no one, I don't even know if it's just being tired. I think it's just because like it's become like a normal thing, which is so sick, you know? You feel like numb to all of your emotions whenever these things happen now. That's for me at least. I just feel so numb to all of this now. And I feel bad for feeling that way because I want to honor each life that has been taken away unfairly with the same level of respect and horror and support for the family, and with the same anger towards systemic racism in America and towards the police for not having better systems to punish irrational judgment and racism within like the policeman force. But I can't, like, I don't know if I would be able to function or get up in the morning if I had to express the same amount of emotions for each shootings, because there's been so many. Like, it's a mixture of numbness, hopelessness, and feeling helpless, because I'm trying really hard to do my part. I'm trying really hard to, to donate money whenever there's like a crowdfund to support the family. I bought merchandise from Black Lives Matter people. I've tweeted ad nauseum about police brutality and anti-blackness in America. I've shared videos from AJ Plus and Mike.com regarding Black lives. And I know my frustration and feeling of helplessness and hopelessness do not compare to what a black person feels. I'm definitely not proposing that. That makes me feel even worse trying to imagine what someone of the black identity, because they could possibly feel more helpless and more tired and more numb to all of this than me, because their lives are the ones that are in danger. My life isn't in danger. And so it's just like this weird balance of like feeling really numb and tired and helpless, but also like trying to reconcile the fact that like it's not about me, and that like I would have more energy than a black person to deal with all of this because I have a little bit more privilege when it comes to dealing with the policeman. I feel numb to all of this, but like I know I don't want to be, but I am. I almost feel like it's like a self-defense mechanism for the mind and the body. Trying to fathom like just how screwed up the police system is right now, and also just like the way that so many people talk about this issue as if like it's a point of debate. It saddens me a lot. How like let's stop and think, how crazy is it that we're at a point right now where technology allows us to place cameras on policemen, and that that we have laws that it's totally okay to record the police people, yet all of this still happens because in their heads, in some people's heads, they think that it's okay. And then there's footage of this, and even with actual footage of men, usually unarmed men, being murdered, people still think that like there's a point of debate in all of this. People still think that they can debate like, oh, like maybe he deserved to die because he was a thug, he didn't have good grades, or maybe he actually had a gun, maybe they just didn't find one, maybe he had a knife, maybe they just didn't find one, maybe he raped someone, maybe he deserved to die. It baffles me, and like it really makes me lose my faith in humanity. Something that should be so universal as human sympathy like is lost on a lot of people in this conversation, which I don't know how to fix that. How do you teach people sympathy? Like, I thought this was something that we were all naturally born with, but I guess each of our experiences are that limited that there are just some people that don't get it. We hear the same things all the time, like about all lives matter and stuff, and how like not all police do this, white people get killed by police too. Like, it's, I don't know, I guess like this is just a matter of education, maybe, like better educating people about like the disgusting history of America and how we're not all rainbows and sunshine. Like, when you love this country, you have to like understand that it was built like with a lot of blood and violence, as most countries are. The more I think about it, the more sad it makes me. I always wondered to myself, like, is it worth feeling better? Because I have the luxury of feeling better, but the families of the men and women and black trans women who have gotten killed by the police, like, they don't have that luxury of being able to feel better. The most that I can say is just that it's important for all of us to continue to do our part because we all have responsibilities as human beings to care about this kind of stuff, to like exercise our human sympathy, because like this is racial injustice, and I'm so tired of hearing people like argue that it's not. The more people that we have that are aware and conscious of it and are actively fighting against it, the better, and the quicker that this is going to change. All of us, especially non-Black allies, we have to always ask, what more can we do? This will affect all of us. Like none of us are safe until all of us are safe. I don't think it's too much to ask the police to stop killing our friends, because that's not being anti-police, that's being anti-shitty police. There are 7,000 of you that are subscribed to this channel, and if each of you did something, just one thing to help out the cause, I think it would make a difference. If you can't donate money, call your government representative, just have more conversations about it and make people aware about this and about the injustices. Yeah, we all have to do our part, and this is something that doesn't have to happen. Like this is not a complicated issue. This is merely just there not being enough rules in place to keep the police in check when they make really bad decisions. I've gone on long enough, so thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.